Before we wrap up, I want to ask you about your teammates. What was your biggest takeaway from these guys as you watched them from the sidelines?
I think they played really well. I mean, they overcame a lot of adversity. They went out there, and obviously the defense played phenomenally. So I loved.
You were feeling good about that?
Oh, I loved it. I loved watching it. It was so exciting. And, you know, you see things from an entirely different perspective when you're in street clothes on the sideline as opposed to in the game. So even if it was just something little, like, okay, this third down came up, that's where I would get the sack, or that's where I would, or you can see the energy flows a lot better because you're not actually in it yourself.
Right.
So I think it helped me honestly a little bit as a leader because I could see, okay, we're in a little energy dip, it's time to pick it up. So now as I go forward into this year, I can kind of have a better sense of those energy dips and flows and be able to ride the highs and then take us out of the lows a little bit more. So
did that surprise you a little bit that you took away that element from it?
Yeah, I think you know, it was one of those things where I wasn't expecting to really learn about that aspect. I was expecting to see things on the field, but then I probably learned the most about the sidelines and about how to really handle the ins and outs of that stuff on the sidelines. So I'm really excited, and obviously I don't need to do a ton. The defense played great last year, so all I need to do is come in and just try and add to what they've already created.
Okay, I have one more question from a fan, actually. I thought it was pretty
All
good.
right, let's hear it.
Michelle Stokes is her name. She says, is there something that sticks out in your mind from growing up that helped mold you into who you are today?
I mean, just about everything. You know, I think one of the things I'll give you two things. One of the things athletically and physically that I think helped me a lot, I started playing hockey when I was super young. So I started skating when I was 3 years old. So I personally, and this is just a complete my own theory, I don't have no scientific evidence to back this up.
Well, it seems to have worked, whatever it is.
But
you may want to bottle it.
For me, having to learn how to skate and balance on such a thin blade at age 3, and from there forward, I think it actually helped me learn how to like handle my body and help build up some of that core strength and stability and things like that. Look, again, no clue if that's true or not, but that's what I kind of think.
Worked for you.
And then just mentally, it's all my parents. I mean, just the messages they gave us every single day. You know, my dad, before we would leave the house every single day, would say, you know, be somebody today, every single day. So that's not just, don't just go out there and be another guy. Go out there and be somebody. Make something of yourself. Do something special. And my parents always just taught me that if you want something, work for it. Go get it. They never told me I couldn't accomplish my dreams. They never told me that I couldn't do what I wanted to do. There are a lot of people that did outside of my family, but my parents were always willing to tell me to go chase my dreams, to go accomplish my goals, and I think that's the biggest thing, is they believed in me, and that in turn taught me to believe in myself as long as I was willing to put in the work.
It's hard to block out the negative, though, right?
It's very hard, and I think that's one of those things that in the league, especially these last few years, like we talked about before, growing as a person, growing as a player, is learning how to handle all that, because no matter what you do, when you're on top, people want to tear you down, and I think that's just something you have to learn to deal with. It doesn't matter how successful you are, it doesn't matter who you are. There's always people out there that love to see successful people fall. And I think that's something you have to learn to deal with and grow with. And I'm not going to lie, there's those times where that was difficult as well. But I think I've grown as a person in that category as well. And as long as you're proud of yourself and as long as you can look back and say, I tried my best and I did everything I could, nobody can really take that away from you.
JJ, it's a pleasure, man.
Appreciate it very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Glad to see you're back.
Awesome. It's good to be back.